Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, sampler video series videos I do for the one where I go with their trout food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I always like to get a good snap. You know, it doesn't always work. That was pretty good. But I like to, it starts off the thing the right way, right? I think so. And that's all that matters, just my videos. But anyway, yeah, so, folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit because that's the nature of the show. I don't know any other way to properly convey the things that I'm experiencing to you without the use of my vocal abilities. I mean, I guess I could write it all out for you and like come up with like some sort of an epic novel or something like that, but wouldn't be, how good of a novel would it be? I don't know, maybe there's got to be a market for that, right? If I swung that the right way, get that shit on Amazon, maybe make a few bucks, you know. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, I'm inside my truck. I'm wearing my grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work, and I found some shit to review for you. I just got through reviewing an item from Dunkin Donuts. Boom! This is the Oreo Mega Stuff Cappuccino Blast. Go watch that video. And while I was there, it turned out that they had a couple of other new menu items. And I was like, boom, that's my bread and butter. That's what I do. In fact, I do that so frequently, I have an entire playlist of just Dunkin' Donuts stuff. Just in case you're interested. So, what am I reviewing for you, folks? Boom, it's this thing, but it's not just this thing, because... I go. I bought you, you're mine. Boom, it's this thing. Now, here's the thing. This is a wrap. I don't know what kind, because they have two new ones. They have a chorizo and egg wrap, and then they also have a chicken and roasted pepper wrap. No idea. There's no indication of, because I got one of each. I don't know which one this is. So I'm going to bite into it, and we're going to find out together. Sound good? It's good. Let's try a thing. Wow. I think this is the chicken and roasted pepper wrap. That's what I'm going off of. Because I'm not getting like a chorizo taste. Just sort of a roasted pepper taste. That's not bad. Flat out, this is basically like a higher end Hot Pocket. That's what it... And they make those, by the way. If you ever go to the store, they do make like higher end Hot Pockets, like from different brands that are like filled with stuff that isn't like, you know, old sweaty meat that they just repurposed for a Hot Pocket. And mind you, I shit on that, like I don't eat Hot Pockets. I eat fucking Hot Pockets, like I don't give a damn. But no, this is basically that. I like the exterior. I appreciate the fact that it's like toasted, so it's actually got some crunch to it, you know, when I bite into it. It's nice for a texture. And the insides are nice and creamy. And then the inside kind of reminds me of a chicken pot pie. Like, yeah, that's what this basically comes down to. It's kind of like a portable chicken pot pie. By the way, now that I think about that, why don't Hot Pockets have a chicken pot pie Hot Pocket? I mean, they might. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but I've never seen one. No, that's pretty good, man. Like, the exterior is a little bit tough to bite through all the way. Obviously, I was struggling a little bit, but I can live with that. The outside is nice. It's crunchy. It's flaky. You get a lot of filling. Like, it's not just like empty space. You can taste the chicken. You can taste the roasted red pepper. One thing that Dunkin's really been big on is that roasted pepper. And I commend them for that because that has made some really good stuff for their menus. I don't think most people realize like just how much flavor you can impart to something just by going over there and adding some roasted red pepper. Like, seriously. This is really good. Yeah. I don't have any real complaints with this. It's chicken, it's roasted red pepper, it's basically a fucking chicken pot pie that I can, carry around with me with ease. I like it. I like it a lot. Because the thing is, with Dunkin's food items, they're extremely hit or miss. Some of them are really good. Some of them are very lackluster. And I'll be honest, a lot of their stuff is definitely very lackluster. I was actually surprised. Mind you, by now it's changed considerably anyway. But at one point during like the mid 2000s, I want to say, it was reported, and I don't know if it was true or not, but it was reported that Dunkin' Donuts had actually gone over there and replaced McDonald's as, at least in the U.S., like the nation's like favorite like breakfast fast food spot. And I have always found that baffling because a lot of their fast food menu items are not that great. They're not terrible, but they're not really that good. They're not particularly special. But I will give them credit. Every now and again, they do actually come out with something where it works really well. Excuse me. And it makes you kind of go, okay, all right, fair enough. This is one of those items. Like, it's filling. I like the flavors that are involved. I like the overall presentation of it. It's a good menu item. And I think if Dunkin' Donuts, I think if they held themselves to a standard like that more regularly, I don't think they're ever going to get the top spot back, if they ever really had it. But, I think they could go over there, at least up their profile a little bit. But, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Like I said, folks, it's like a portable chicken pot pie. That's not a bad thing in my book. So, if you're not down with pot pies, if that's not your thing, or maybe them being in a portable fashion somehow offends your sensibilities, well then, clearly it's not for you. But I think for most people, this is a genuinely good Dunkin' Donuts item. So, I'd give it a shot. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly chicken pot pie-tastic rest of your life, because chicken pot pies are good. Like, super underrated in my opinion, it's just, one of those things. I mean, shit, even KFC, they're just like, fuck it, man, we're just gonna have chicken pot pies available. And they're pretty good. I mean, they're not as good as like a proper homemade one, but who has the time? Answer people that aren't me. And realistically, me as well, I'm just lazy. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. And folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, okay? Even on a wonderful day today, like today, okay? I got the day off. It's a nice overcast day, so I don't have to deal with the shitty sun. It's nice and cool. I got chicken pot pie things. It's good times. It's not always going to be like that. There's going to be days that are going to be frustrating and stressful and even worse sometimes, unfortunately. And when we run into those situations, it's important we go over there, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to watch this review that I have done here today. Maybe you're going to be like, you know what, I like this chicken pot pie idea. But can we take it even further? So then you go over there and you get together with some scientist friends, because you're friends with scientists, you see, in this scenario. And you go over there and you start tossing ideas out there and you're like, can we make this? How do we make this? get some ideas going. You go over there, you put it through the testing phases. It kills a few monkeys, which, don't get me wrong, that's very sad. I don't want monkeys to die. I don't want anything to die, realistically. Nazis, but then, even then, I'd prefer they just, remedy their Nazi ways, that, become productive versus, but, always comes back to Nazis. But, maybe go over there and maybe work it out. What do you come up with? Fucking chicken pot pie in a squeeze bottle. So then you go over there and you're just like, you're in the middle of your day, maybe you're biking, you're being active, and you're like, you know what, I could go for the delicious taste of chicken pot pie. Undo the thing, or maybe just pop it up and just, That's the future, folks. That's the future I want to live in. Or conversely, just make a pot pie if you want a pot pie. Or go to KFC and get a pot pie if you're like me and you're lazy as shit.